Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me. So today we are going to do a little look with the Revolution Mini Tasty Avocado palette. It's from the I Heart Revolution range. Right, so my palette is beaten up. I ordered it from ASOS and it came busted. And I've already repressed this like shimmer here, but it is a mess. I think I'm just gonna put that in the bin, and because I don't want it to get everywhere, and then we'll come back. Right, so I've just done that and it looks like I've hit major pan. I've used that probably about once, maybe twice. The rest of the palette I've not used at all, so I think what I'm gonna do today, well, what I'm gonna do first, I always forget to do this bit, but I feel like I need to do it because it just gives me that really nice sharp edge. So we're just going to stick some tape on. So yeah, you guys, when I asked you to vote, you guys voted on that palette. I don't know how many looks I'm going to do with it. I don't know whether it's 1, 2 or 3 looks. Now tomorrow my new Shop My Stash should be going up. That's why I'm not too sure on how many looks I'm going to do with a palette. Right, so that's that done. Right, so first of all, I don't think they've got names. No, they don't. I hate Revolution for doing this. So we're going to go in with shade 4, this very light green here, the lightest one in the palette. And I'm going to just clean this Morphe fluffy brush I've got. And yeah, let's do it, guys. Let's see if this one shows up to the party. I've just changed my channel. A few months ago, it might have even been last year, I decided I was going to do Beauty with Andy vlogs, but I just decided not to. I thought I had enough going on with my main channel, so I only posted 3 videos and 15 of you subscribed to Beauty with Andy vlogs, which I'm really happy about. But I'm taking that channel now into a new direction. I've deleted all the footage from Beauty with Andy vlogs. It's now called Andy's Book Review, so I want to read more books, and I thought that was a great incentive to maybe jump on camera once a month and do a book review. Currently I've been trying to read this for a good year, maybe year and a half. So it's Susan Lewis Missing, and to be honest, I don't have much left, not even 200 pages. So yeah, we're going to be reviewing that first on the channel. Now, if you don't want to stay a subscriber, if you're not really interested in books and reviews, you can unsubscribe if you want. I just thought I'd let you know. By the time this goes up, you probably already know if you subscribe to that channel. I won't, I won't hold it against you if you unsubscribe. Honestly, it's fine. Just stay subscribed to my main channel, won't you, please? But yeah, we're just going to put some of this number 4 shade down, and we'll talk about other content. I don't even know how well that book review channel's going to do, but I thought if I have a book review channel, I'll be accountable to read more. I used to love reading, guys. And also on my main channel I put a health update up. It was really difficult to film, actually. And I don't know why. I mean, you guys are like friends and family, so I shouldn't really be worried about talking about my health. I can talk about makeup till the cows come home, but when it comes to doing like health updates, I get kind of tongue twisted, which you will see in that video. I had to edit so much from that video. It's unbelievable. My stammer was going so bad in parts of it, and I look completely awkward. But it was an important video in case any of you guys are suffering with mental health, anxiety, depression. Also, if you've got sleep apnea or insomnia like I do. I feel like I'm kind of getting a double whammy at the moment, but the good news is I am trying to fix it. So I've made an appointment with my GP, but she's on annual leave. She's really good and she's worth waiting for. So I have an appointment with her next Thursday. It's a bit, I could have had an appointment tomorrow, but the new GPs, and I'd rather speak to someone about a personal issue such as this with someone that I know. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Right, now I'm going in with my Sigma pencil brush into this deepest green here. It's like a forest green matte. Now I know a lot of people have got the bigger version of this palette, but who's got this tiny one? So all these shades that are in this palette, I take it they're in the bigger palette as well. This is just like a mini version, isn't it? I'm not 100% sure because I don't have that really big palette. Well, it's not a really big palette, it's just an average I Heart Revolution palette. But if I get any of these palettes now, I might just get the minis. Obviously if I like the colour story. I don't know what shimmer I want to use. We'll have to do some swatches, I think. I'm sure I've got swatches of this palette on my channel. Up close swatches of it, I'm sure I did. I was not happy when it came busted. They did say they were going to send me a new one out and I was going to put it into a giveaway for you guys, but they never did. They just gave me a refund. And I don't want to buy another one in case it comes in the same condition as this one did. I wouldn't feel comfortable sending this abroad, even though I package my parcels up really well when I send them off to another country. I wouldn't want to risk sending a parcel that's as delicate as this. Patchy AF. I hate my left eye. Right, so that just cut off. I hope we've not lost too much footage. It's because the card was full. My fault, I should have emptied the card. My fault, I should have deleted footage from the card before we even started filming. I'm just trying to find, oh, it's here. Do I want that one? Yeah, that one will do. So now we're going to go in with this beaten up shade here for the inner corners. Oh, every time I go into it, it makes it worse and all crumbly. I think if I ever see one of these in Superdrug, I'm just going to get myself a new one. Because I like this shade, it's nice. Right, let's spritz the brush because I said I was going to do that, and see if we can get them more foiled. So I'm going back into that deep green for the outer portion of the eye and the inner portion. Just going to take it through the crease a little bit. No, it's not really becoming more foiled. We're going dark and smoky though today. Right, then I'll spritz the other side of the brush for that other shade. So that's this very light green here. And that's for the centre. Yeah, that's more foiled. Okay. I'm looking for my Real Techniques accent brush, but it's not here. Oh, it's there, hiding. It's that small, I can never ever find it. Right, we're just going to go in with that green here. If it's too deep, I'll go in with that one there. I definitely think I'm going to do another look with the palette tomorrow to get a true representation if I like it or not. But I'm not too sure whether I'm going to do 3 looks with it. Right, so mascara actually no, I'm gonna put some of this Miss Sporty Pump Up Booster called Kajal in the shade Luminous Beige, just for the brow bone highlight. May as well. Mascara now, isn't it? I've found my mascara, Essence de Falsies, and I got a lipstick as well, so I wouldn't have to stop the video again. This mascara, guys, if you haven't tried it, is probably one of the best. It's definitely going to be in my top 5 when I do my drugstore mascaras, least favourite to favourite. I mean, I'll show you in a minute, but it just makes my lashes have so much volume and curl to them. Right, so that's the lash that I've just done, and then that's the lash that I've not done. So let's make them even. And I never do my bottom lashes because I'm scared of poking myself in the eye. So I just leave them as it is. Right, so in yesterday's video when I did a green look, by the time you see this it won't be yesterday's video, but I did a collaboration with the Colourpop High Society and I used this lipstick here, this Jeffree Star Posh Spice. They do look really, really similar. I thought I would use the NYX Lingerie one today. And this one is in the shade Honeymoon, and the reason I'm using this is because it's a quite in your face smoky green eye look, and I don't really want to put a bold lip on top of that. People won't know where to look, they'll think I'm a clown. So yeah, we're going to go in with this one. Hopefully it'll be okay. Oh, this is very brown. Right, let that dry down a minute. So we're done. Yeah, it's a lot deeper than the one I used yesterday. It's a lot deeper than Jeffree Star's Posh Spice. In fact, I wonder what this would look like kind of in the centre of it. I'm just going to go over it completely. Which makes it a little bit lighter. I didn't mind it the way it was looking. It makes it a little bit lighter using the Jeffree Star Posh Spice. And it does actually look quite nice. I actually like the way it looks. I just need to... Where's that Real Techniques brush? Because I need to do something. I just need to go into this palette again and go into that Forest Green, shade 2. And just pop a bit on. Was looking a little bit patchy. Same on the right side. Yeah, that's better. Just a few finishing touches. Right, so on first impressions, I do like it. I don't like the fact that it came broken. So basically today we used this one first. So that was shade 4. Then we went in with shade 2, just in the crease. Then we went in with shade 3 on the inner portion and outer portion of the eye. And then we went in with shade 6 in the centre. So tomorrow, I'd really like to use this shade here. So this is the only shimmer left to use. Well, that one and that one. So I might actually do 3 looks and do more of a cool toned look on... What day are we on? We're on Wednesday at the moment, so tomorrow obviously we'll use this one, and then I might do more of a cool toned look with this shade here and that brown shade on Friday, and then we can shop my stash. It's gonna go up a few days late, but I would rather see how I feel about this palette. If I like it as much as I like this look today, I think I'll buy a new one. I don't think they're that much. I think they're about £6, aren't they? And I hate palettes that have come broken. My Huda Beauty Gemstones Obsessions came the exact same way, and I can't use it properly. even though in the end it was a free palette, I would rather have a brand spanking new palette that isn't damaged and pay for it rather than getting a free damaged one. So yeah, I think I'll end up getting the Huda Beauty Gemstone Obsessions when I next see it in TK Maxx. It's only £9.99 when it goes there. I won't pay full price for it. I don't even know if you can still get it at full price anywhere anyway. You probably could on the Huda Beauty website, but I think they're based in Dubai, aren't they? Not 100% sure, but I'm sure I heard someone say that. I would not place an order unless it was a big order from Huda Beauty if it is in Dubai. I don't like buying from abroad anyway. You know, it takes a lot for me to buy from Colourpop, and I buy from Colourpop because I absolutely love their palettes, but I don't really buy from anywhere else abroad just because it costs so much in shipping, and I'm always so concerned about the fact that it might not come to me in one piece. So yeah, what I'll do is obviously I'll test the other two shimmer shades. It looks like what we're going to have to do is when we use the greens especially is use them too. So we're always going to get the same kind of shades on the eyes. I mean, I could pretty much tomorrow just go in with that one by itself and not use this one, which I might do for this one here. I'm not going to use that one, although I would like to see what it looks like by itself. I might do that if Pretty Random ever pulls it out, if I ever go back to Pretty Random choosing my palettes. But I've not used that one. That's that shade. So it's a nice like teal shade. I've not used that one on the lids yet, so yeah, I'll be using that. I might even just decide to put this one in the inner corners depending on what it looks like. If I do that, then we're just going to do 2 days and not 3 days, because I want to shop my stash. I've just got the Lizzie McGuire palette, so I want to pull that, and at the moment on that shop my stash I did last week where I asked you to help me choose whether you wanted to see the Lilac You A Lot palette or the Mint To Be palette. The Lilac You A Lot is winning. There was only one person that voted for Mint To Be, and that was My So Called Life 1977's Budget Beauty More. Thank you Nona for that. I will definitely pull it the week after. So yeah guys, this concludes the video for now. Guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. So today we are going to be doing day 2, look 2, with this palette here. So it's the I Heart Revolution Mini Tasty Avocado palette. So right off the bat, I want to start this video by saying these eyeshadows stain the eyelids. Now, I've taken my eyeshadow off with micellar water, I've taken it off with makeup remover as well, and there's still a tinge of green on my eyelids that I used, and it can only either be down to this shade here or this shade here. So let's see. There's no asterisks by any of them, so yeah, they do just dye your eyelids, just be aware of that. So what I had to do is I put my base on my white base I use all the time, and it was starting to look grey, so then I went in with my foundation sponge. Because I put my foundation on with my beauty blender, I just went over the top of it with that, so it's not as bad as it was. But yeah, we're just going to pop some tape on. I think I want to work on the brown today in the palette. Never thought I'd say this, but I'm getting kind of sick of doing green eye looks. I want to work with a different colour story than green. Okay, right, so I don't know who that is. There's not a medium shade brown, and I don't just want to go in with that dark brown, so I might get my Too Faced chocolate bar and use that, because I've not used that this month. Don't know why anyone from London would be calling me. I just ignore those telemarketing calls. Right, so I'm going to go in with Salted Caramel. I'll show you what it looks like, just purely because I've not used any of the shades this month, so I won't be doing an update. So it's that one there, which I've hit significant panning. So we're gonna pop some of this on. So the pollen count's really up, so if you can hear me kind of bunged up and nasally, that's why. I feel like I'm getting a head cold, but it's not. It's just the fact that the hay fever is the pollen count is quite high, so it's setting off my hay fever, and I've had the window open. But now if I would have known the pollen count was up, I wouldn't have had my window open. It's gonna take all my makeup off. Should get some Claritin or something, but I would have thought hay fever season would have been over by now. We're nearly in September. What date is it? Oh, I can't stop sniffling. Right, so today's date is the 26th of August. So yeah, I mean, I would have thought the pollen would have died down by now, but obviously not. The struggle is real. So last night, I stayed awake for 18 hours straight. So I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday. I think I only went to bed about 3, so I only had about 2 hours sleep. So yeah, I stayed awake for 18 hours thinking I'll be that exhausted that I'll just sleep the night through. Got 2 hours sleep, woke up again, tried going back to sleep, had another hour, woke up again. So then I stayed awake for a little while. I was talking to a few friends on Instagram, went back to sleep, kept waking up. So it isn't true what they're saying. Obviously it's going to take my body a little while to get used to going to sleep at a reasonable hour. But I mean, I tired myself out so much yesterday. I even went shopping. It's half an hour there and half an hour back. But yeah, it didn't seem to work, guys. So we'll try again tonight. So I woke up today about 9. Well, when I say I woke up, I was obviously awake throughout the night. But I got out of bed at 9 o'clock, and I'm gonna try not to have an afternoon sleep because that's what prevents me from sleeping the night through, and then I'll probably go to bed about 12 and see if that helps. So now then, I'm going to go in with this dark brown here. So that one is number 5. I'm just running it through the crease. So I'm just using the Sigma pencil brush. I think I'll blend it out just with the brush that I used initially, with no extra product on it. In fact, I've actually colour switched it. I haven't done my brows again. I'm looking very dark. My eye makeup is looking very dark. Right, so now then we're going to go in with this more cooler tone shade here. Now it looks grey, taupe shade in the palette, but I have swatched it and it looks green. I'll show you what it looks like. It's definitely got an element of green underneath. see. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. Now I'm looking at that, I don't know if I like that shade. But we're going to use it. Oh yeah, it looks a little bit like a shade from the Wild Nothing palette. Okay, I'm going to spritz the brush and see if we can get it more pigmented. Sorry about that, that's just my washer. It'll stop in a minute. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to do one more look with the palette tomorrow, use that shade there, and then we've used all of the shades in the palette. Pointless putting it away now and there's only one more shade to use. So we need an inner corner highlight. I'll use this brush, just let me clean it off. So I'm just going to use the Morphe packing on brush, and we're going to use this busted shade here, which is shade 1. I think I definitely need to get a new palette, guys, of this, because I do like it. I don't want to get the bigger one that they do. I feel like this mini is more than enough, but this shade came to me busted AF, which I'm always talking about when I use it. Now I don't know if I heard this camera stop. Alright, but it needs charging up soon, the battery's going. Right, so I need this Real Techniques accent brush now, and then we can put this brown on the lash line here. I'll take the tape off. It's a bit dark now, up there. Needs blending. Told you it would stop soon. Darn it, I've ruined it. Not happy with that. Oh, it's just going worse. Going from bad to worse. Right, let me first go in with white chocolate from the Too Faced palette. You can see where the tape's been. No, I'm not happy with it today. You know, that brown looks more grey than anything. Right, let me go and get... So I'm going to do my brows now. I'm going to use this tinted brow gel by Natural Collection, since it was on the bed from the other day. I'm just going to brush my brows out with this spoolie. I wish this came with a thinner brush. It's quite thick. I don't know if you can see that there, but it is quite thick. And I also need to do my mascara. So we're just going in with the usual mascara Essence, the false lashes. Right, and let me grab a lipstick. I think I'm going to use this Maybelline Super Stay Matte ink. It's in the shade Visionary. I only got this last week. So let's see what it looks like with this look. Right, let's wait for that to dry down. Right guys, so this is the overall look. I'm really liking it actually. It looks nice with this lipstick as well, which I didn't think it would go. So I'll just come forward and you can see what it looks like. Now I made a bit of a mess today of the kind of wing here. The right eye's not too bad, but I went in with quite a lot of eyeshadow on the left eye, so yeah, I had to sort that out. You saw me sorting that out earlier, hopefully. But yeah, I do really like the way the look turned out. So this is day 2, look 2. So tomorrow will be day 3, look 3, and then we'll talk about my overall thoughts of the palette and if it's worth your money. I mean, it is only £6.99 and you are getting 8 shades, so yeah, I would say it is worth the money, and the colour story is really nice if you like greens. If you don't like greens, they do other mini palettes like that. I think they've got a peach one, they've got all kinds of different palettes. So yeah, I do like Revolution for that, the fact that they give you so much variety. So guys, we'll leave this video here and I'll come back tomorrow and we'll do day 3, look 3.